Yo, just like a quick little video. I don't have a script or anything. I don't have any notes for this, so it's probably going to be a little rough. But I was thinking how with the Korean's Cafe being closed now, if you were coming to visit Tokyo or like the Tokyo area sometime soon, like you're going to be on vacation or something, you might have had the Korean's Cafe in your travel plans, but now that it's actually closed, like you can't go. So I want to introduce like 5 other game themed cafes that you can maybe go to instead. Now, this isn't like a complete exhaustive list by any means. There's actually more than these 5 cafes, but it should give you like some options to consider at least while you're here to go, visit or whatever. So the first one is going to be just the Kirby Cafe, which is located at the base of Skytree. So if you go visit Skytree, there's like a shopping area basically there. So this is kind of like a 2-for-1 kind of deal if you're going to go add Skytree to your travel plans anyways, and you have the ability to go to the Kirby Cafe. You can kind of do that like in one go. The thing you need to know about the Kirby Cafe though is that it's really, really popular, or it's just really easily booked up. So before you go to Japan, I would highly, highly recommend to see if you can go and reserve ahead of time. So you want to go to the Kirby Cafe website just over here. And there's actually like 2 things you can check out. Like if you don't want to go to the Kirby Cafe proper, you can go to just this thing called the Kirby Cafe Petite, which is in Tokyo Station. They just sell like a few goods, like some merch, a little bit, like some stuff like cups, bowls, and like kitchen utensils, and then just like desserts, cupcakes, that kind of thing. But if you want to sit down and have a meal, that's definitely going to be the Kirby Cafe. There's actually 3 Kirby Cafes in the country, but we're just going to focus on the ones in Tokyo for now. So you want to click on Tokyo, and like here's like a map. Yeah, it's basically just at Skytree. So you want to go to reservation in the top right, and you'll get presented just this whole page of rules and regulations and that kind of thing. What you want to be really aware of is reservations for the month ahead will open on the previous month's, like the 10th of the previous month. So what I mean is, if you're going to come and visit in June, reservations for June will open on May 10th at 6 p.m. Or if you're going to be, visiting in July, those will open on June 10th at 6 p.m. So let's take a look at what is available for May now. So you're going to want to go and just choose how big your party is. Let's just say it's like 2 people. And then you'll see your schedule open up, and you'll see here, it's X's. It's all X's. It's completely booked up. So even if we switch to like 1 person, it's not any better. Going up to 4 people, it's not any better. Like it's completely booked up. And as of recording this video, this is April 11th. So slots for May would have opened up just last night, and it's already, like they're already all gone. So getting into the Kirby Cafe is like pretty hard, I think. Like it's not that easy. There is a chance that you can go to the cafe in person and see if they have any slots available that day, like if someone canceled or something like that, or for whatever reason they're not very busy. But I've never really seen that happen before. Like I wouldn't count on it. So if you wanted to visit the Kirby Cafe, I would definitely try to go and make a reservation, like basically a month ahead of time. You will probably need to sit at your computer or have your phone out and kind of snipe that spot. Like it's going to be like the 10th at 6 p.m. like sharp. Immediately try to book your seats. So I would try to do that. Okay, the next cafe that I would maybe want to check out is the Pokemon Cafe. And again, just like the Kirby Cafe, there's more than one location, but we're just going to look at the Tokyo one for now. So the website for this is just pokemon-cafe.jp. Kind of like the Kirby Cafe too, they have like a smaller version where you can kind of drop by and just grab a few snacks. So that's called the Pikachu Sweets by Pokemon Cafe. And there's like one of these in Sunshine City at Ikebukuro, kind of by the Pokemon Center. So you'll probably see it if you're going to go to Ikebukuro anyways to go to the Pokemon Center. But if you look at the Pokemon Cafe specifically, you'll just click on here. And yeah, like here's the menu and stuff, and like you can take a look at kind of what they have available. And most collab cafes, you can buy merch for it. Like there's like a merch section attached to it. But same thing with the Kirby Cafe. Click on the top right here. It'll take you to the reservation page. Again, there's 2 locations, one in Tokyo and one in Osaka. Look at the one in Tokyo for now. Yeah, read this and then go to reservation. And again, from here, you're going to choose your party size. So let's just say it's like 2 people. And the schedule will open up for a month in advance. So as today is recording this video, this is April 11th. We can see up to May 11th on the schedule. So looking at what they have available here, it looks like it is all full. It's completely full. There's nothing available. Go to next month, and again, it is completely full. Let's drop this down to 1 person, and we have no spots. Nothing in April, nothing in May. Go to 2, 3 people, nothing in April, and nothing in May. And let's just say 6 for fun. No. So pretty much if you want to go to the Pokemon Cafe, I would try to make your reservation ahead of time, like be consistently on the page and like always refreshing and kind of like sniping spots as they show up, because it does not look like it's easy to get a reservation here like the Kirby Cafe. From what I can tell, unlike the Kirby Cafe, I don't think they allow walk-ins. I could be wrong, but from what I can see, looks like you have to have a reservation to go to the Pokemon Cafe. So I would keep that in mind if you're going to be adding this to your trip itinerary. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about 3 cafes that are actually all in the same building. And you might know where I'm going with this, but in the Pasella Karaoke, or one of the Pasella buildings in Akihabara, it's like a multi-floor, what they call an entertainment complex. So there's karaoke in there as well. But on floors 1, 2, and 3 are themed cafes for Monster Hunter, FF14, and Dragon Quest, respectively. And like the Square Enix Cafe, this is all run by Pasella. So all the food is pretty similar. Like it's all like it's themed from characters or from monsters or whatever from the game. And you can get some collectibles like the coasters that were available at the Square Enix Cafe. It's all here because it's the same thing, same company that runs it. So it'll be the same type of food and the same kind of like gimmick and that kind of thing. So if you like that, like if you wanted the closest thing to the Square Enix Cafe that you could get, it's probably going to be one of these at Pasella. So on the first floor of the Pasella building is going to be Luda's Bar. This is the Dragon Quest themed cafe. If we take a look at the menu, it is basically just like, you know, kind of what you'd expect from, I guess, really any themed game cafe. But you can take a look at the menu here on the website. It'll be translated into English. At least it is for me, probably because most of my computer stuff is set to English. One of the things that I kind of really appreciate about the menu here at the Dragon Quest Cafe is the price. It's kind of dumb. This is really dumb. But all the prices here are listed as in G, like the in-game Dragon Quest currency. It says here in the top right that 1 G equals 1 yen. So you can just be like, oh, this is the prices in yen. But I don't know. It's kind of that cool little game touch that's really charming. So right now they have like limited time drinks for the release of Dragon Quest 3 remaster, the new Dragon Quest game that just came out. But there's some other stuff available as well for, you know, the other Dragon Quest games. So that's on the first floor. And then on the second floor is going to be the FF14 Cafe, the Eorza Cafe. And this is just like, it's more of the same. So we take a look at the menu here. It'll be all stuff from the game. So if you play 14, you'll probably recognize like a lot of these, you know. I used to play a lot of 14. I don't anymore, but I should probably get back into it. I've been saying that for a bajillion years that I want to get back in 14, but then I haven't. But looking at the, for example, like looking at these desserts here from the FF14 Cafe, like this white thing on the left here, that's like really, really similar to the dessert I had at the Square Enix Cafe when they was doing the near collab. So it's the same food. It's just themed a little differently, but it's basically the same food. So I guess that's like, you know, something that you can take advantage of if you were really looking forward to Square Enix Cafe specifically, but now you can't go to it. But it's still the same thing almost. Similar to what they were doing at the Square Enix Cafe, where you would buy a drink or buy something, you would get a novelty random coaster. They do the same thing at the Eorza Cafe. So here's like a example they have on their website of some of the random coasters you can get when you go to the cafe. Here's like a 360 photo they have from Google Maps. So it's not exactly the biggest, you know, place around, right? Seating does look pretty limited, so definitely keep that in mind if you're going to be going to this cafe or even, you know, any of the other cafes in the same building. but that is the Eorzea Cafe. Lastly, on the third floor is the Hunter's Bar. So this is for Monster Hunter, and it's just more of the same thing. So go to the website, you can see some of the example novelty coasters they have. So when you visit the store, you'll get one of these random novelty coasters just from like a monster from Monster Hunter. And then if we take a look at the menu, here's like same thing, here's the menu. So like what they had for Dragon Quest is the prices are listed out as in-game currency, but the exchange rate is 1-to-1, right, to yen. Let's see if we can find like a some pictures or another 360 photo of the cafe. So this is just from their website. This looks a little bit bigger than the Eorzea Cafe. This is really cool. Like I like how they have the weapons on display in the cafe. You're allowed to like take photos of these. Probably not touch them though. And then yeah, they have like consoles set up for you to play Monster Hunter. I'm pretty sure in the Eorzea Cafe too, they have a computer set up where you can log in and play FF14. It won't have your hotbar layout though, that's saved locally, so I don't know how much you'd enjoy that, but you can log in and play 14, I'm pretty sure. So the location for all three of these it's the same building. So if you're coming out from the JR Akihabara station, you just want to go west and then a little bit south and then walk towards Kanla River here. And once you get to this big intersection in the middle, you should be able to see it. Like it's pretty obvious, like it'll have Pasella on the side. It might be written in Japanese, but it's just here. So from the intersection, it looks like this. Just look for this red banner thing on the side, and this will have all those cafes. They also have like a honey toast cafe on the first floor. So if you just want to eat honey toast, you can do that. I really enjoy, I don't know. Honey toast is like one of the only desserts that I legitimately enjoy eating. Honestly, I don't know why. So that's just 5 cafes you can go to in the Tokyo area that are game related. So 3 are in one building, and then there's the Kirby Cafe and the Pokemon Cafe. The Pasella locations, you can do walk-ins. So if you show up the day of, if they have any seats available later in the day, you can be accommodated. I've seen it happen. I've heard people say they've just done that before. If you're not sure, like you're really worried, you can you can reserve ahead of time just from their website. But I feel like if you don't really want to make any kind of reservations at all, you're going to have a better chance of getting seated at one of those locations as opposed to the Kirby Cafe or the Pokemon Cafe. As we've seen, like it's just really, really hard to get a reservation. So like I said, there are other cafes in the city that are not, those 5. Like for example, there's a Capcom Cafe actually in Ikebukuro. I've never been to that one before, but I think I want to go soon because I'm curious. Like I don't know, I want to check it out. Like right now they're doing a Monster Hunter Wilds collab, which makes sense. The game just came out. So there are a lot of other collab cafes, and beyond game cafes, there's also anime collabs and that kind of thing. So there's like lots of stuff to check out in terms of just like food, in Tokyo. Anyways, that's it. I wanted to just make a really short video of things you could maybe check out if you're going to be visiting sometime soon. So I hope you found this like a little helpful maybe, but either way, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again.